Are you sitting in a space where you are struggling with anxiety? Do you feel like a prisoner to the cycles of depression? Do you feel stuck in your own life and feel frustrated and lost, but yet you know there is so much more on the other side of this mental breakdown? I want to hold your hand through this therapeutic life healing journey. I will help you navigate emotional healing, spiritual growth, and taking massive action so you can align your mind, body, and spirit to completely transforming your life. You are worthy of the life of your dreams, of stepping into your power and experiencing your breakdown as your breakthrough. Hey, I'm Aditi. I'm your therapist, your coach, your mentor. Join me as we heal your life together. In today's episode, I'm going to go over meditation. I'm going to go over what is meditation, the benefits of meditation, how to meditate, and then lastly, I'll guide you through a short meditation right here on the podcast. So to simply define meditation, what is it? It's basically being present with the now. It's having your full attention on yourself in the present moment and really allowing this connection of mind, body, and spirit to take place. And it's not about turning off your thoughts. It's not about changing or fixing anything. It's really about bringing attention to learning to observe yourself without judgment and to really deepen this understanding of self. And that's mindfulness. Meditation is an umbrella under mindfulness practices. So it's really tuning into the now. And even though you have thoughts maybe of yesterday or the past or tomorrow or the future, it's really observing that thought, knowing it's there, and bringing yourself back to your breath, back to the now. By gently noticing and labeling, I recommend just the thought as thinking. So that's meditation. It's just connecting with the present moment and deepening that connection with yourself in that moment. The benefits of meditation. Number one, it decreases stress. Meditation really allows, over time with consistency, the stress level hormones of cortisol to be decreased in the body. And so when there's so much cortisol in the body, so much stress, there's inflammation that can be as a side effect. So as you begin to meditate and you use that meditation practice daily, weekly, as often as you can, you begin to notice the benefits of it. And the more you do it, the more you notice your stress levels go down. It helps, number two, with anxiety and feelings of anxiousness. So it really helps to ground you. And again, anxiety is about control, not having it. So whether it's about mostly centered around something in the future, you're anxious about something that's coming up, you're anticipating something, maybe there's a presentation coming up and you're getting a little nervous about it. You have a meeting, an interview coming up and you're anxious about it. Maybe you're in a relationship and you're supposed to have a talk and that's giving you anxiety. Whatever it is, we all experience anxiety on some level. And so as you begin to feel anxious and you notice yourself feeling those flutters and feeling like you want to have a sense of control, bring yourself to meditate in that moment. Even if it's for a couple minutes, it can be enough. It can really help you to feel grounded in that moment. I always start and sometimes end my client sessions with a quick guided meditation. And I consistently told that that is such a helpful grounding place. And most people report and say that they didn't even think that they needed that. And once we do a meditation, they're oftentimes afterwards saying, oh, I didn't even know I needed that. That was such a helpful grounding moment to connect to the present. Number three, it can really help increase intentionality to the present moment and really clears kind of the fog in the mind over time. So you might have continued thoughts that come up and that's okay. But over time, as you begin to meditate and build a practice around it, you get to see yourself through a different lens and your mind begins to clear some of that fogginess that can take place, brain fog. because the stress goes down, you really begin to manage feelings of anxiousness. And so this ability to really tap into, what do I want my intention to be? And so you really ground and you root in that intention. And when I do my guided meditations, I always sort of tap into that plant seeding of, what's your intention for this moment? What do you want to plant or root or ground in? I always love analogies like that. So I always say, what do you want to root? What do you want to ground in? What do you want to anchor in? So any word that resonates like that. But intention really helps to get you connected to what's really there for you underneath everything that feels foggy. Number 4, it really helps us to manage relationships with ourselves and by extension with others. So meditation, again, this deeper level of awareness of self really then allows you to understand yourself better, why you might be having a particular thought or a feeling. And then from that place, you're then able to connect to somebody else's pain point, for example, or you're better able to tap into your own relationships because you have a greater awareness of why something took place for you. And then you're able to come back to that relationship in a way that is, again, intentional and much more focused on what came up for you. And so this can really help further and deepen and strengthen your relationship. So for example, if you get into a fight with somebody you love and you go off and you meditate and you come back, you're able to really much more connect to taking responsibility of maybe what had happened and taken place, and whether you enter into a process of apologizing, a process of learning on both ends. What did I learn? What did you learn? How can we grow from this? How are my needs not being met? And so this is what came up in my meditation. And so you can really lean on that, and that can really help improve relationships over time. Number 5, the benefit of meditation is to really understand our own pain, right? So get to understand your own pain. What are your triggers? What came up for you? Where are your pain points even in your body? Do you feel it in your shoulders, in your neck, in your stomach, in your chest, somewhere else? So really connecting to that present moment. When you go inward, you really get to tap into what you feel and then where you feel it in your body. Number 6, it helps to improve focus. And again, kind of with that in line is reducing that brain chatter over time. And so again, with consistency, you really get to quiet your thoughts, and it begins to give your mind a bit of rest, and that improved focus and reduced brain chatter over time really gives you, again, that kind of clear focus. So those are some benefits to meditation. Now we're going to move into how to meditate. Number 1, it's important to remember how to breathe correctly so that you're not stress breathing. So what I want you to do wherever you are is put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly and just breathe normally, naturally. And as you breathe, when you take a deep breath in through your nose, does your belly go in or does it go out? Just want you to do that self-check. So one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, take a deep breath in. And as you take a deep breath in, did your belly go out or did your belly go in when you took a deep breath? And if it went in, so you took a deep breath and the belly went in for that, that means you are stress breathing. You are only receiving 70% of your oxygen that way. And when we're stress breathing, right, the tightness in the chest, you can feel it. It's shorter breaths, it's faster paced. And even when you took that deep breath, it didn't really feel restful or full or energizing. If your belly went out when you took a deep breath, that's the correct way to breathe to make sure that you're getting your full maximum air into your lungs. You're getting about 90% plus of oxygen in that way. So take a deep breath in through your nose and your belly should push out into the palm of your hand. And as you exhale, open mouth and your belly pushes in and goes in, and you feel that with your palm. So deep breath in through your nose, belly goes out, push out into the palm of your hand. As you exhale, open mouth, your belly goes in and you feel that deflation. And almost imagining and picturing a flower, and you want to smell the flower. So as you smell the flower, you take a deep breath in, right? You're smelling it, and your belly goes out as you smell the flower. And as you blow the leaves on the flower, your belly goes in. So as you exhale. So that's a good visual to remember if you ever forget. Just think of a flower in front of you. Secondly, it's important to label your thoughts thinking. I just always call them house guests, right? Your thoughts are just house guests. They're just coming and going. Let them pass. Let them come and go. You're not needing to fix or change them. Just allow them to come and to go. And what I always say, just for fun, is don't serve them tea. Let your thoughts come and go like house guests, but don't serve them tea, right? Typically, we allow our house guests, we want to entertain them, so we pour them a cup of tea. In our culture, in the Syrian culture, we pour them some chai, and a lot of other cultures have other things that they do, and it might be tea too. And so don't do that with meditation. You want to just allow them to come and to pass, and just with each thought, label it thinking. Because that's what your brain is supposed to do, right? It's supposed to be thinking. So it's not doing anything wrong. Nothing is wrong with you if you have a thought come through with meditation, right? You're just labeling it thinking. And then you move on to the next thought and label it thinking, right? And that way you remain present. And as you label it thinking, you just remind yourself gently to return back to focusing on your breathing, back to your breath. And if there's a mantra that you have, you will be reciting it to help you again connect to the present moment, to the now. And meditation is really about being kind to yourself, right? It's being kind to the wandering mind. Just come back each time to your breath. That's it. And there you have it. That's meditation. That's what it is, the benefits, and how. And I'm not an expert in meditation. I'm not a guru of some sorts. I am just someone who has seen the benefits of it work in my own life. It's helped me to really stay present and calm in situations otherwise that would have triggered me and upset me. And so really bringing it into my daily practice, even for 5 minutes a day sometimes, because I don't make enough effort and have the time some days, and that's okay. And some days I skip it altogether. But in the last 2 years, I've really made a conscious effort to bring it in as much as possible into my day-to-day, even if it's for a few minutes. And I've seen the benefits for myself. I am less, at times, upset by things that typically would upset me. And in those moments I am upset, something bothered me or triggered me, and I go to my breath. I know I have a tool. You can do it anywhere. And so at any point in time, your breath is always available for you. Meditation is something that I have seen great benefit in my own life. I don't like to really set rules and be very rigid about it. I'm not into you have to sit a particular way or postures. And some meditation teachers are, and some places you might go to might have a particular way they want you to meditate, and that's fine. That works for some people. My style is very loose. I'm very much just someone who likes to connect to your own energy, your own breath, whatever feels good to you, your body. I will even stretch some days and during my meditation, move my neck, relax my shoulders, and just all the things that I know begin to feel good, and you get to know yourself over time in this way. So try to remember that. No rules. Keep it loose. Keep it comfortable. Keep it cozy. Whatever feels good to you, your body. This is your time to connect with the present moment and to connect with your breath and to see how you feel. That is it. And so nothing more, nothing less than that. So the mantra that we're going to use for this meditation is, I release this day. And so a mantra is just a thought. It's a few words. It could be a philosophy. It could be something that you particularly have that is an affirmation or something that feels grounding to you to repeat. And so for this, it's just something that you return to when your thoughts begin to feel overwhelming and you want to connect to your breath again. By repeating the mantra, you're training your mind to come back to the present moment. So what we're going to practice with this meditation is saying, I release this day. And you don't need to remember it. I'll be coaching along the way during the guided meditation to recite it. So at the start of the meditation, I'm going to play some music and you'll hear the bell. I have a little sound bowl and it sounds like this. And that will indicate that we are starting the meditation, and the same sound of the bowl will be at the end of the meditation, and that will be the conclusion of the meditation. And then we'll end with a poem, and that'll be it. So get into a comfortable position wherever you are. And to start, just put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And over a few breaths, I'll guide you to place your hands into your lap. And whenever you find yourself distracted by thought, noises, or physical sensations, that's okay. Just simply return your attention to silently repeating the mantra, I release this day. Just go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. Just like that, take another deep breath in through your nose and exhale, release out through your mouth. And taking another deep breath in through your nose and exhale, release, open mouth, exhale. And with every breath, begin to feel your belly push out into the palm of your hand as you inhale. And as you exhale, release, let it all out, open mouth, and your belly goes in. And as you have thoughts arise, that's okay. Allow them to come and to go like house guests. Just label them thinking. See your thoughts pass. As one door opens, another door closes. Also imagining them just being clouds in the sky. Your thoughts are just passing by. And just label them thinking. And return back to your breath. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. Your belly pushes out into your palm. As you exhale, open mouth. Really let it all out, release, and your belly goes in. And if it feels good to you, you can place your hands into your lap and silently repeat the mantra, I release this day. And just let your breath guide you. You can breathe naturally, normally. Just letting your breath just guide you. And repeating, I release this day. And as you turn inward, just beginning to notice how you feel in this moment. Scanning your mind, scanning all your thoughts. Just label them thinking, not needing to judge or fix or label any of them, but rather just see them pass. Thank them for showing up. Thank your mind for working for you. And repeat the mantra, I release this day. And connect back to this present moment. And then connecting to your body, Noticing if you're feeling any tension anywhere. If you feel it in your neck, your shoulders, your chest, or anywhere else. Imagining just bottling all that tension up into a little cloud in the pit of your stomach, putting all that tension in there, and visualizing this little tension cloud as you take a deep breath in through your nose, just as the cloud is coming up from the pit of your stomach, up through your lungs, up through your throat, and as you exhale, release that cloud out from your mouth, out from your body, and see it dissolve into the air. And doing that 2 more times. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, bottling all that tension up into this cloud in the pit of your stomach. Put it all in there, all your stress, all your worries. And as you exhale, imagining that cloud releasing out of your body, dissolving into the air as you see it fade away. One more time, taking a deep breath in and putting all that tension, all that worry, all the stress into this cloud, into the pit of your stomach. And as you exhale, imagining that cloud releasing out from your mouth, out from your body, out into the air, and dissolving and releasing and leaving your body. And just repeating, I release this day. And gently begin to check in on your neck. Just sway it from side to side, gently going in circles one way, going in circles the other way, gently and slowly, releasing the tension. And then releasing your tongue from the roof of your mouth, dropping your jaw, relaxing your face muscles. And going to your shoulders and squeezing them up to your ears as you take a deep breath in. Bring your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze. And then exhale, release, drop your shoulders, let it all out. Take another deep breath in through your nose, squeeze your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze all that tension, and as you release, exhale, let it all out. We'll do that one more time. Take another deep breath in through your nose, squeeze your shoulders up to your ears, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And as you exhale, release, drop your shoulders, let it all out. Let it go. Make peace with it. And just repeating the mantra, I release this day. And as we begin to come to a close, I just want you to imagine what you need in the rest of your day from yourself. What your body, your mind, your spirit is craving. Maybe tapping into an intention, something that you'd like to root or ground in, something that will anchor you for the rest of your day. What is that for you? There's no right or wrong answer. It might just be stillness and rest. It might be a nice warm shower. It might be reading a book or journaling. It might be getting up and dancing and having some movement. Whatever it is that you need, just tap into that and set an intention from that place for yourself. And claim that intention. Believe that it's already here and that you will do it. You will own whatever that intention is, and it's yours. You see it very clearly. And you know that that's enough. And just giving yourself grace and gratitude for taking the time to connecting to the parts of yourself that you've missed. Giving your body and your mind and your spirit some rest Just gentle nudges with your breathing. They're just little love notes to your body. Thanking yourself for all the parts of you that come together to be whole, to be present. And repeating one more time the mantra, I release this day. Just repeating that silently to yourself 3 times as you just breathe deeply here and repeating, I release this day. I release this day. I release this day. And just slowly begin to flutter your eyes open, wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, stretching out your body, and bringing yourself back into the space, back into the room. And just taking a mental note of how you feel now versus how you felt before we started. And notice any subtle shifts in your mind, your body, your spirit. And I hope that that was something that felt soothing to your spirit as we're all going through a lot of uncertainty globally. And I want to leave you with this poem that I have found very comforting in this time. And it's written by the 13 Indigenous Grandmothers Council, and it's a poem. And it reads, as you move through these changing times, be easy on yourself and be easy on one another. You are at the beginning of something new. You are learning a new way of being. You will find that you are working less in the yang modes that you are used to. You will stop working so hard at getting from point A to point B the way you have in the past, but instead you will spend more time experiencing yourself in the whole and your place in it. Instead of traveling to a goal out there, you will voyage deeper into yourself. Your mother's grandmother knew how to do this. Your ancestors from long ago knew how to do this. They knew the power of the feminine principle, and because you carry their DNA in your body, this wisdom and this way of being is within you. Call on it. Call it up. Invite your ancestors in as the yang-based habits and the decaying institutions on our planet begin to crumble. Look up. A breeze is stirring. Feel the sun on your wings. Have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day, my sister friends, and we'll catch you next time on the next episode.